In this video, we learn how to calculate a function's derivative at a given value of x using the TI-Nspire CX graphical calculator. And to do that, we'll be working through the example we see on the screen here, in which we have two quick questions to answer. The first of which is here. We're given f of x, which is equal to x squared minus 4x, and we need to calculate f dash of 3. In other words, we need to evaluate this function's derivative when x equals to 3. So let's see how to do that. As you can see on my calculator screen here, I'm on the home page. And anytime we need to work with functions and calculus, ideally we should be using the Scratchpad. So I can either click on the calculate here or the graph here. All that matters is that I'm in Scratchpad. So I'll click on calculate. Now, as you can see on the screen here, there's still some leftover work from a previous exercise I was doing. And that's to remind you that in an exam, between questions, you should always reset your Scratchpad. And to do that, we simply have to click on Dock, then scroll up once, and at the bottom of the list you should see Clear Scratchpad. And so click on that, and it's done. Everything's been reset. Okay, now to calculate the value of a derivative function, there are several methods. And I'll be showing you all of the ones that I know of, and I would definitely recommend knowing them all, as one may be more useful than another, depending on the question. So again, for this first question, to calculate f dash of 3, I'll go ahead and click on Menu, followed by the fourth option, Calculus, followed by the very first option, Numerical Derivative at a Point. So I click on that. The calculator then asks us for the variable, which you can leave as x, as well as the value. And the value, well, that's the value of x at which we want to evaluate the derivative. So in this case, that's 3. So we simply have to type 3 here. On the next row, we can see that we have a drop-down menu with derivative written. And when we have to simply evaluate the derivative, just leave that as first derivative. In other words, here we can just click on OK. Now we can see the d over dx that's appeared, and inside this pair of parentheses here, we need to type our function, so that's x squared minus 4x. So let's quickly do that. That's x squared minus 4x. And as such, we're ready. I exit all these parentheses, and I click on Enter. And we're done. Given f of x equals to x squared minus 4x, f dash of 3 is equal to 2. And so on my iPad screen here, I could quickly write SOL for solution. And so for question 1, we can go ahead and state that f dash of 3 is equal to 2. And there we go. That's one of the ways we can evaluate the derivative with this calculator. But now for the same function, if I were to ask you now to find f dash of, say, negative 2, then you'd have to type the entire function again. So for question 2, I'll show you the other method that I know of. And that involves storing the function that we're working with inside the Scratchpad's memory. And to do that, we're going to go to the graph page of the Scratchpad. And so I can select that in the upper left-hand corner of the screen simply by clicking on the graph. And now I'll define my function f1 of x. Again, that's for question 2 here, in which we're told find the gradient of the tangent to y equals to 3x minus 1 over x squared at the point along the curve with x-coordinate x equals to 3. Okay, so the function we're working with here is y equals to 3x minus 1 over x squared. So I'll quickly enter that function. f1 of x is 3x minus 1 over x squared. Okay, and I click on Enter. And let me point out that to answer this question, an important thing to keep in mind here is that the gradient of the tangent when x equals to 3, that's the same thing as f dash of 3. In other words, we need to evaluate this function's derivative when x equals to 3. Remember, the derivative function tells us the gradient of the tangent. And so back to the calculator, now that we've entered the function, there are two ways of finding that derivative. One way is to do that directly here on the graph. Indeed, all we have to do is click on Menu, followed by the sixth option, Analyze Graph, followed by option 5 here, dy dx. So I click on that. Notice here that in the lower left-hand corner of the calculator screen, it's asking me for the position, and what that corresponds to is the value of x at which we want the derivative. So in this case here, it's when x equals to 3. And at first it feels a little strange because there's no input box to type 3 in. But in fact, all we have to do is simply type 3. And when doing so, the little text box with 3 appears. And once we're happy with that value, we click on Enter. And we're done. We can see that the calculator has added a point to our curve, and that's the point when x equals to 3. And next to it, it's written 3.07. And that's the value of the derivative at that point on the curve. In other words, it's the gradient of the tangent to the curve at that point. So here to answer question 2, we can go ahead and state that dy dx, that's the derivative, evaluated at x equals to 3, is equal to 3.07. And that's the answer. And in fact, I could be specific here and say that's the gradient of the tangent. And I'll just say when x equals to 3. Okay, let me quickly point out that this notation at times may seem a little bit intimidating. And so it's worth reminding ourselves that when we write this, it means exactly the same thing as writing f dash of 3. So if ever you prefer using this notation, by all means do so. It is nevertheless important that you know what this means if ever you're faced with it. Back on the calculator screen though, what I like about this method is how quickly we can evaluate the derivative at any value of x. Indeed, now that we've stored the function in our calculator, let's say we wanted to find the value of the derivative when, say, x equals to -1. So let's say I needed to find f dash of -1. Well then, all I'd have to do now is click on Menu again, followed by Analyze Graph again, followed by dy dx again, and simply specify the position. So in this case, if we're after f dash of -1, we simply have to type -1. And again, a text box appears, -1 is inside it, and so we simply click on Enter. And we're done. We can see that a point's been added on the graph, and hopefully you can see that there's a little label that I'll try and move for us right there. When x equals to -1, the derivative function is equal to 1. So f dash of -1 is equal to 1. Okay, still with this function f1 of x that's been stored in the Scratchpad's memory, let me quickly show you that we can also find its derivative on the calculator page of the Scratchpad. Indeed, if I go back to the calculator page, so I click in the upper left-hand corner here, like so, it's important to remember that any function defined on the Scratchpad can be found on either of these two pages. So if I want to differentiate the function that we just plotted, that was the function we had in this question here, f1 of x, then to find its derivative, I would click on Menu, followed by Calculus, followed by numerical derivative at a point, so I click on that. The variable is still x, and let's say I were to evaluate the derivative at 3 again, just for the sake of showing you that we'll get this result. And so here I'll type 3. Again, it's the first derivative, just leave it as that, and I click on OK. And now instead of having to type the function's equation inside this box, I can call upon the function directly by clicking on the var button. That's the button directly above 9 on our keyboard. So if I click on var, we can see f1 appears here, and that corresponds to f1 of x, the function we plotted a minute ago. So if I click on that, inside the function's parentheses I need to specify x, which is the variable we're working with here, and then I exit everything, and I simply have to click on Enter. And we're done. We can see here that the calculator gives us the result, 3.07407, which tells us that the result we had got on our graph had already been rounded for us. And there we go. That's how we can calculate a function's derivative at any value of x using the TI-Nspire CX. And that's it for this tutorial.